like my final subjects that I was going to do in British high school, I knew I was going to do biology and I knew I was going to do chemistry, and I didn't really know what my third was going to be because you get to pick 3. And I was like, oh, I'd never studied philosophy before, but I knew the teacher who was going to be teaching it, and I really, really liked him, and he liked me. And he was like, why don't you do philosophy? You might like it. And I was like, okay, cool. I just signed up for it. And turns out I was kind of good at it, and I really enjoyed it as well. And I got good feedback on all my work from him, and he was really nice and really encouraging. He was a really inspiring teacher. And that, I think, was when I started realizing, yeah, this is something I'm actually kind of good at. Connor McCartney asks, what's your gym routine, you hunk? I do 3 sets of incline press, 3 sets of tricep pull downs, 3 sets of bicep curls. Then I do all of that again, and then I do all of it again, and then I do as many sit-ups as I can, and then I do like 15-20 minutes cardio. And yeah, that's generally it. Sometimes I might mix it up. I might do some like overhead tricep stretches or lat pull down bar for the biceps if I'm like feeling a bit bored or whatever. But yeah, that's generally what I do. And that's whenever I make it to the gym, which is like not frequently at all. Is the Mermaid asks, if you weren't doing YouTube, do you have any idea of what you would be doing? Well, YouTube isn't my job. Like, this is not what I do full time. I don't make enough money from YouTube to be able to do it as my job. It's like a part-time job. So if I wasn't doing it, I'd probably still be trying to work towards becoming an actor, which is what I want to do the rest of my life. Like this autumn, I'm going to be going to drama school to study to be like a classically trained, like a real theatrical stage and screen actor. So I'd probably still be doing that. But if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd probably have a bit more time on my hands. I would probably play more video games. I'd probably have like another job. I'd probably get a job in a pub or something in the village. And that's something that's quite nice about YouTube, is that although it does get me like a tiny amount of money and it's not enough to live on, it's still awesome because that's time I don't have to be spending doing something I don't like. Like I don't have to be spending that time doing a minimum wage job, which I didn't enjoy as much as doing this. Willem Vanuij, I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that, says, what's been your biggest existential crisis? I guess when I figured out that I wanted to be an actor, when I realized I wanted to be an actor for the rest of my life, that was a big realization for me, and that was kind of scary, but it feels right. Esme made some fan art of me, which is, I think that's really, really lovely. Thank you so much. In 3 years, I haven't got a whole lot of fan art. For some reason, my fans don't tend to be the sort of drawing or arty types. Maybe that'll change in the next 3 years, who knows? I welcome any and all things like that. Like if you've got something you've made that you want to send me or show me, absolutely, do send it to me. I'm totally open to that. Jayez also asks, where do you see Philosophy Tube in another 3 years? That's kind of difficult. My short-term goal, I would like to make 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be nice. You know, I'm not going to pin all my hopes on it because looking at the maths, I think it's probably going to fall just short, but that would be nice. Short-term goals are like 100,000 subscribers, keep doing it, like find a way to keep it alive. And I guess part of it depends on whether or not I can get some sort of sponsorship that'll give me access to academic resources. So if you're a student, you know, you get your student login and you can read all the academic journals. Yeah, I don't get that. And I've written to like almost every university in the UK and be like, please give me access to these things and I'll mention you on the show. And all of them have been like, get out, we don't know who you are. What is YouTube? What's YouTube? New media? We don't need this. So getting some sort of access to academic materials so I don't have to, you know, pirate them and sort of try and hack into all this shit and try and get it. That would be nice if I could get it on a secure footing. That's probably about all the questions I've really got time to ask, otherwise this video is really going to get really long. I guess the only other thing left to say is thank you so much. Thank you for watching the show and for being here these 3 years. I know some of you have been here since the start. And that is really amazing that some of you have been watching like 3 years. It's been great how it's grown and people have really enjoyed it and connected with it. And I like to think I'm most of the time making something that's mostly good. I hope I am. And I'm really flattered that so many of you seem to agree with that. Just major love and gratitude to all of you who watch the show and share it and support me on Patreon as well. That's like the people who do that, I still can't get over how generous some people are. So this time, when I say thanks very much for watching, you know I'm not just talking about this video. I mean in a much bigger and deeper and in a really emotional sense. Thanks for watching.